Hey, what's up, everybody? David here, the Digital Dungeon Master, and this is my Digital Dungeon Master Monthly for May 2018. So I've done a video. Going to be doing these probably every other month, maybe sometimes every month. Just depends on how much stuff is going on. So it's been a couple of months since the last time I spoke to you and told you all about my move to Texas and living in the borderlands, El Paso. And, the last couple of months have been really busy, working with Fantasy Grounds now full time. Last time I let you guys know that I dropped 6 of my games, which was a lot, and it was a very hard thing to do. But that has freed me up about, I'd say, at least 100 hours every 2 weeks, not having to plan for the games, run the games, all of the time editing videos. I mean, it's just saved me an enormous amount of time, and it's allowed me to stream a lot more and hang out with the community, which I have not been able to do over the past couple of years, and I really miss that. And I thought that I was going to be able to do both Fantasy Grounds and, keep up with a full-time YouTube channel, and I just have not been able to do that. So I had to drop games. Like I said, it was a hard decision for me to make. So there's a lot of changes that are going to be happening because of that. So like I said, I'm streaming a lot more, doing a lot more things with the community. I've been doing some creative brainstorming. I've been running some zombie dice. I want to play some Cards Against Humanity for all you 18 plus folks out there. And it's been, like I said, it's been really nice to get back and get involved with the community. I've been hanging out in Discord pretty much every single day and being able to chat. That's been nice. Now down in the links section below, down in the comments, I've got my Discord server that is now open to the public for text chatting. So you guys join that. I'll have a link down there, and that's been really nice to meet a whole new bunch of people because I had it limited to my patrons. But my patrons still have access to the voice servers, but everybody that joins can have all kinds of fun in the text chatting. And plus, I'm going to be adding some more channels. In fact, Banach, one of my moderators, he just added a Fantasy Grounds, sort of like a support channel. So if you have any kind of questions about Fantasy Grounds, all of us pro Fantasy Grounds users can answer your questions or try to answer them the best that we can. So definitely join the Discord server. I would really appreciate it, and let's grow the community. And it's been really nice to be able to be involved again, because I was pretty much just turning on my stream to run a game, and then that's it. And I really didn't like doing that. And having the full-time Fantasy Grounds job has been such a blessing. I love that job so much, and it's allowed me to cut back on the enormous amount of time that I was spending running games, and now I'm going to be doing more things. And of course, that's been reflected over the last month and a half. So you can check out my calendar on the Digital Dungeon Master website, which is going to be going through a massive amount of changes pretty soon. And you can just click on my schedule, and my schedule is updated every day. And you can see what I've got going on for the time slots, and all of the links are there to where you can find me, etc. So check out my calendar, and don't forget to join the Discord server. So the streams have been going really good. It's nice to see a lot of people, a lot of the old timers coming back and hanging out, and a lot of people are saying, wow, you haven't been streaming a whole lot lately. So that's been nice to be able to connect again, like I said. And we're doing creative brainstorming, zombie dice, Cards Against Humanity, and there's another thing that I want to do, which I think I can do on Twitch, which is have a movie night. And I'd like to go to the archive.org website, where all of these oldie moldy movies, all of these old horror movies, and all of these suspense and thrills and thriller types of movies are all, they basically have no more orders anymore. So they're on archive.org, and hopefully we can have some not only some game nights, but maybe a movie night every week or every other week. And we'll watch some of those oldie, moldy horror movies, and we'll just kind of hang out, have fun, and do some commenting on it. And, we'll basically do some straw polls to see what the viewer base wants to watch. And I really think that would be a blast to do. So another massive change that has already been implemented is the new gold system. And I was thinking about doing away with the gold system, and I have in some aspects. You'll notice on the gold store anymore, there's really no purchasable boons or banes or anything like that for the games anymore. I felt that they were influencing the game too much, and I wanted to change that. So I want to let the dice fall where they may, so to speak. So I've decided, it was a big decision to make, and I basically cut all of the in-game perks out. There's still a couple of items left, but I'm probably going to phase those out as well, because you guys get rants out of me anyway and stuff like that. Omi will sing happy birthday to you guys. If it's a Friday night and we're playing the Tomb of Annihilation, he'll more than happily, I'm sure he'll sing it for you. So what have I done with the gold system? Well, the first thing you'll notice on the leaderboard, and you can access the leaderboard from both the Twitch channel and from my website, you'll notice that everything's been reset. And the reason why it's been reset is because there was such a massive gap in gold. Of course, patrons, they get a stipend every month, which that does continue. Also, the Twitch subscribers, they also get a stipend. And that's only fair because they help support the channel. But as someone who is not a subscriber or a patron, you still, you gain gold anyway. So you're going to start gaining 1 gold per minute that you're in the channel. So you can basically accrue 60 gold every hour while you're watching the streams. Now, I used to let this run during vodcasts and, the rebroadcasts and stuff, but I'm not doing that anymore. When I turn on the stream, I turn on the gold bot. When I turn off the stream, I turn off a gold bot. And the reason for this is I want there to be a competition. And that's what the gold bot is going to be used for. Instead of phasing it out, I think it's a cool thing for the interaction for you, the viewer. And it gives you a sense of, hey, wow, look, I'm like in the top 10 for the gold leaderboard. So what I'm going to do is I've basically weighted roulette to where, basically the top 10 finishers in a 3-month cycle. So I've already reset it, and we're already in April. So we got the last few days of April and then May and June. So a little over 2 months. And in that 2 months, you guys are going to gain gold. And you're going to be able to play the games like roulette. Roulette is weighted for a 40% chance to win, which was about 20%, but I jacked it up because I want people to bet their gold to work their way up or try to work their way up the leaderboard. So if you've got, the Twitch subscribers and you've got the patrons, they're going to have that little bit of an edge, and they're going to be, on the upper parts of the leaderboard. But what about, hey, Dave, what about us? We don't get any stipends or anything like that. Well, there's a couple ways for the non-subscribers and patrons to gain gold too, and that's just sit in the live stream. You'll get, like I said, 1 gold every minute. You'll get 60 an hour, and you'll be able to gamble. So you can do your exclamation point roulette, space minimum of 25. You can go all in, and you can try to work your way up the leaderboard. And like I said, for roulette, you got a 40% chance. You can also duel other people in the stream, and you can wager your gold that way. So, and the whole purpose of this is to get you guys more involved into the streams. And it's nice to see everybody gambling with roulette and stuff. I'm not using the slot machine because I think that's actually broken. A bunch of the viewers and we tested it out the other night when I was setting everything up, and the slot machine just never, ever, ever produced a winner. And I put the max potential to win, and still. So I think it's broke. I'm not sure if Stream Elements knows that or not, but No slot machines. You'll be able to, you'll be able to duel. You'll be able to go ahead and you'll be able to play roulette, 40% chance to win. And then I'm going to be doing, we're doing raffles that you can join every hour, where you can win 50 or multiple viewers can win. We're going to be doing giveaways. We'll be also, I'll just say, hey, everybody here, congratulations. You guys are all going to get 25. Just depends on what I've got going on. Maybe the players will do something cool in a game and I'll say, hey, you know what? That's pretty cool. I think everybody in the stream should be able to have some gold for that. So I think it's going to be a great way to get everybody involved. And it's not like you're just going to be able to sit in there and just go AFK the whole time, because that's the whole reason why I'm turning this off and turning it back on when I stream. So the active people that are gambling, dueling other people, that's really going to work. And I think especially probably during the last couple of weeks of the 3-month cycle, I think it's really going to get competitive and active. And like I said, the top 10 finishers on the leaderboard are going to win prizes. And this is stuff that's coming out of my pocket. This is a way for me to give back to the community. So we're going to be doing some physical stuff. We'll do some digital stuff. There may be some logistical issues with where people live. So we may have to work out something, maybe just digital products for folks in Australia or Asia, if anybody wins that way. So, but it's a great thing, and it'll go, like I said, until the end of June, and then on July 1st, I wipe the board, and we start over again. So I think that's going to be fun. It's I haven't seen this done with the Stream Elements Gold bot or the EXP bot, whatever you want to call it, and I'm really looking forward to doing that, and we'll get 10 winners every 3 months. So make sure you're on the streams and gamble that gold to try to work your way up the leaderboard. I think East is in first place right now, and I think Vay is in a close second. So, and one other side note, if you donate any kind of bits to the stream, you get 1 for 1. So if you donate 20 bits, you get 20 gold. If you donate to the channel, which would help absorb some of that massive cost for the top 10 winners, that would be nice too, and you will also be compensated with gold as well, 1 for 1. So, but that's the gold system, guys. It's going to be fun. We're going to experiment around with this for a couple of cycles, and we'll see how it goes. And hopefully, we can expand on this in the future. So, if you guys have any other good ideas, save them for the streams, or you can go ahead and shoot me an email on my contact button on my website, or you can just shoot me just shoot me an email that way. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me, because I do not look at my Twitch messages, and I do not look at my YouTube messages. So please, guys, don't send anything to me there. Or you can even send me something on like Facebook or tweet me on Twitter or something like that. So there you go, guys. That's a major thing that's going to be happening here. That's already actually taken place. So we'll kind of move on to some other random topics that I've got a cheat sheet here, and I've got a lot that I'm actually going to talk about. So now you'll notice in the Friday and Saturday games, the Friday game is a Tomb of Annihilation, and the Saturday game is the Lost Mine of Phandelver. You'll notice that the big overlay is gone, and we just have the little banners, the portrait banners of the players, and the green rings still light up. So I think that was a perfect medium for the people who really like the overlay and the people that did not like the overlay because they were watching on phones and tablets, where, that's a lot of viewers. A lot of the viewer base now are not on computers anymore. So that's something that, you need to evolve with. And so hopefully it seems like the general consensus is everybody likes the new type of overlay. And it's really not even an overlay. It's just a strip of the character portraits. So at least you guys can still see who is talking when we're playing. So I'm glad that that's worked out really nice. Another thing is, now that I've shaved off about 100 hours a week of gaming and editing and prepping and setting things up in Fantasy Grounds and putting videos on YouTube, I have a lot more time to start doing videos. And I have not done anything really video-wise, except for some miniature unboxings, since around October of last year, October, November of 2017. So, things just were really super hectic. I wore myself out. I moved. I've got a couple of things going on in real life with my family and stuff. And now with those hours trimmed off, I can go ahead and start doing videos. So I'm going to try to do videos every couple of days or so. I have about 5 or 6 sheets of paper, front and back, with video ideas. And, I've been predominantly a YouTuber that has just posted my games up there. Well, I want to expand my horizons a little bit more. Especially with just talking with Cody from Taken 20 and Ted from Nerdarchy and Jim from WebDM last week on Fantasy Grounds Fridays, that really motivated me to get back into YouTubing. And I really appreciate, talking with those guys. I'm huge fans of all of those guys. And, getting with them and talking with them, that's really motivated me to really get back into YouTubing. So I'd like to start putting out a lot of videos every couple of days or so because I've got so many ideas. I just want to turn on and talk about dragons or giants or fighting giants and dragons together or beholders. And that's something that I've always wanted to do, but I just never had the time to do because I was running so many games. So now you're going to start seeing less games and more creative content put on my channel, which I think is really going to be good for the channel, and I think you guys will also like it. I'm still going to continue to do the webinars with, I'm going to be maybe getting together with Cody and on taking 20, and we're going to do, hopefully we'll do some stuff, do some collaborations, maybe with Nerdarchy. I'm going to reach out to those guys and see if they want to do anything, because I had a couple of really bad experiences early on when I got into YouTube and when I got into Twitch. And, when I was just starting out, I was wanting to collaborate with some other people to do some games or some get-togethers. And, they just didn't want to do it because I was just starting out, and it put a bad taste in my mouth. And then when my channel grew and exploded, these people that turned me down and basically said, oh, your channel's not good enough. Now they wanted to get with me and start collaborating with me. And I just shut it all off. And I said, no, I don't want to collaborate with anybody. And that's, I probably could have had a lot more subscribers and views and all that stuff if I would have collaborated more. But like I said, I just had a couple of bad experiences, and I'm a one-man show. I don't have a production crew. I don't have people recording my stuff and editing. Everything that you see, all of the content that I do, I do by myself. So, but hey, hopefully that's going to change, especially with having more time now, and I'm going to start doing some collaborations, and I'm really looking forward to doing that. So, I've got a couple of straw polls. Oh, actually, I've got one straw poll. That'll be in the link down below. And seeing that I've mentioned that I've been running 5e for 5 years, guys. And I've dabbled with some Savage Worlds and some Starfinder and some other games. But I really want to possibly take a break from 5e. And that will be after we finish Lost Mine of Phandelver. And that will be after we finish the Tomb of Annihilation. So I was thinking about just getting the stopping points first and then just going ahead and trying something else, coming back. But I think it would probably be best to finish those 5e stories. And like I said in my New Year's Eve resolution, I want to get away from those long, drawn-out campaigns, those 300-page books. I want to start doing more of my own custom content. And, that's the whole point of me doing creative streams. And I think that would be good to do maybe games that run maybe a month and a half. Just one storyline, throwing in a couple things from background stories, and then moving on to something else and playing. I think that would be fun. I've got a really good base of players. And unfortunately, when I canceled my games, I lost another great base of players. And like I said, I hated to do that. But the players that I have, they love the RP. I love the RP. And so my straw poll, back to the straw poll. You can go ahead and vote on the straw poll, and you can vote for as many of those games as you would like to see played. I'll probably leave that up till probably the end of June. Yeah, I probably will, because I think a couple games maybe the 2 games may be wrapping up at the end of maybe June. So vote on as many of those games as you would like to see as possible. And I'm sorry, but there is no 5e stuff on that list. But there's plenty of Savage Worlds. There are some Castles and Crusades and a couple other games. So check it out. Vote for as many as you like. So I went to my first con since I was probably about 13 or 14 years old. My first con that I went to was a absolute disaster in Orlando, Florida. It was called Orlando Con, and we about got into a wreck and died. So, that's going to be one of my stories on my treasure chest for my patrons in the next couple of weeks. But I haven't been to a con since the 80s. And I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to Gen Con. I would love to go this year, but I think I'm behind the ball already. I'm not even sure. I'm sure it's probably sold out. I'm sure I probably wouldn't be able to get a room. So I don't know. We'll have to see. But I went to, a couple of weekends ago, I went to El Paso Con on April 13th, 14th, and 15th. And let me tell you, I had such a fun time. It was nice. I took some time off from work. I appreciate that, Doug. That was awesome. I had to cancel my games because I just wouldn't be back in time. So I thank both of my games for allowing me to take that time, because cons come once a year. And I didn't expect much out of El Paso Con. I mean, I'm just moving here, and I haven't really done a whole lot of anything except for just getting into my car and drive around to look for things. And that's just what I did. So I heard about this El Paso Con, and I went. And let me tell you, El Paso Con was freaking amazing. The downtown in downtown El Paso, if you guys have ever been there, place is beautiful. I mean, it really is. I mean, the old buildings are in great shape, and man, parking was right there at the convention. Didn't have to walk 10 miles like you would probably other conventions. And I went in, and there was 3 massive auditoriums of, just people everywhere. Food vendors, all kinds of people cosplaying. I forgot my phone in the car, and I didn't feel like going back out to the car, but I knew that I was coming back, so I got probably about 100 pictures. So many people cosplaying, so many awesome people, artists and authors, that I just stopped at every table and checked out what they had. So many merchants were there and vendors. Oh, it was so fun. I was able to complete my Icons of the Realms miniature collection. So I'm at about 1,500 Icons of the Realms miniatures now. You guys have watched my unboxings. I just, a couple of weeks ago, about 3 weeks ago, I sold a massive 200 plus lot of miniatures. I sold that, and then I took that money, which is a pretty hefty amount, $650 was the buyout. And I took that and I budgeted it to get all of the other miniatures that I needed, which were rares and ultra rares that were miniatures that were well over $10 to $15 a piece. So at Sun City Games here in El Paso, they had every single miniature that I needed for my collection, except for one, which was from Monster Menagerie 3. It was the Invisible Aasimar Paladin. But let me tell you, those guys at Sun City Games, man, They went through everything, and I had it budgeted. I was going to spend well over my budget what I had sold the miniatures for if I would have had to pay for shipping and everything on eBay. But man, those guys at Sun City Games, they had all those miniatures. I didn't have to pay for shipping, and I finished a couple $100 under budget, which allowed me to get some more things for my game, like some condition cards, some character folios, some more packs of character sheets. And so, I mean, hey, I'm ready to run my game around the table now. So thanks to Sun City Games. You guys were awesome. But El Paso Con was awesome. I mean, it was so fun. I'm going to be putting up a image carousel on the main page of my website, and it's going to have all of the pictures, all of the great cosplay costumes, all of the different merchant booths that I took pictures of. Man, it was so fun, and I am definitely going back, and I recommend El Paso Con. They had great guests there. They had a bunch of the cast from Star Trek The Next Generation, a bunch of professional cosplayers. I got to see a cosplay costume malfunction. I got to see a boobie. Not like I ever saw one of those before. But anyways, hey, it was fun. It was awesome. I recommend if you guys can take, a weekend off and go to El Paso Con. Man, it is awesome. It was fun. So like I said, I'll get those pictures up there. And next year, I am going to cosplay, and I am going to go to El Paso Con as an Uthgard barbarian. I really am. I mean, I'm tall. I'm like 6'4". I got the shaggy beard. I'm going to let my hair grow long, and I'm going to get all this face paint put on with the different tattoos, and I'm going to get my arms all tattooed up with the hencha, whatever it's called. And I'm going to get a pair of the boots with the fur on to go with that song. Who's it by? Flow Rider or something would get the boots with the fur on. But I'm going to get some knee-high boots. I'm going to get a big double-bladed axe. Man, I'm going to get a loincloth with a big furry strip. And I'm totally going to cosplay an Uthgard barbarian next year. That is going to be so fun. And I think I'm going to have to start working on my costume ASAP, because I want that to be ready to go before the con shows up, and then I'm stuck and I have no costume. So check out the website, all the pictures. It'll be in an image carousel. It should be up sometime next week after this video is posted. So like I said, my Icons of the Realms miniatures are done. There's a couple more editions coming out, series coming out by the end of the year. And I'll be picking up those, and I'll be doing some live unboxings. And I'm going to try to do something a little bit different with the secondary cam next time. I think I'm going to try to put the miniature in another screen where you'll be able to look at it. So I think that would work pretty good. So I also met some people at the con and at Sun City Games, and we're going to be playing around the table. And actually, El Paso Brewer, one of my viewers on Twitch here, he lives in El Paso. We met that weekend of the con. And actually, as soon as we got done with lunch, we went to Malinche, which is an unbelievable Mexican restaurant here in El Paso. We hung out for an hour and a half. We talked. We had a good time. John, it was really nice meeting you. And we'll have to hook up and we'll do some games. So around July or August, I am going to be running a game around the table. And it'll be my first time doing so. But I'm ready to go. I've got the minis. I've got the terrain. I've got all kinds of assets like altars and sarcophaguses and boxes and chests. I'm so looking forward to this. My players are totally going to be spoiled. They're all getting character folios. They've got the spell cards. We've got the condition cards. I've got everything ready to go except for spell templates. And I need to find some spell templates somewhere. So if you guys know of any cool spell templates, but not the Arknight ones because they're just too expensive, and I'm not going to spend over $200 for the templates. I just can't afford that. So if you guys know any other smaller companies, indie companies that are making 5e templates, please guys leave that down in the comment section below, because that's pretty much the only thing that I really need. And when we start this game, it's not going to be streamed or broadcasted, but I will be doing a blog and a write-up, and I'll have some pictures and stuff like that. Hopefully everybody will allow me to take some pictures and stuff like that. Now, I live in a little one-bedroom house here, and I don't have a lot of room. Basically, my living room is my game room, and my living room, and my bedroom is my bedroom, and I have a kitchen. But I am going to be, actually, when my lease is up here at the end of June, I am going to start looking, because I'll be on a month-to-month lease after that, which my landlord is really cool with that. So I'm going to be looking for a 2-bedroom apartment, which is only going to be costing me about another $50 to $100 a month. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a 2-bedroom. That way I can have one of my bedrooms dedicated just to gaming. If you guys have seen my storage shelves that I built, 32 cubes worth of storage space, it's absolutely full. I still have like 14 banana boxes of books and miniatures that I still can't display, and I need a bigger room. I need to build, 3 times as much shelving. And then I'm going to build a gaming table, and it will be great. So I'm definitely going to be moving probably towards the end of the year, and I'm looking forward to that. And then when I do that, then I may go ahead and invest and get some more mics, get some webcams, some more studio lighting, and have all of the players actually on green screens and be doing that live. I think that would be pretty cool. I think it would be a challenge to get everything set up. But after doing this for 5 years, I think I could definitely get it set up. And that would be so cool to be able to do that around the table and have a top-down tactical cam. And that would be so fun. So let's see. I have a couple of webinars that are going to be coming out this month. The webinars is actually a goal that we reached on Patron. And I will stream those live on Twitch. I'm going to be having, this month, I'm going to be having Rob 2E and Shimo, or Chris, if you guys know him. They're going to be on May 3rd at 9 p.m. Eastern. I'm also going to be having Devin Knight on, which will probably be later in the month. So expect to have a couple of webinars every month, especially now that I don't have all those games going. I can do some more stuff like this, and we're going to talk about dungeon mastering and everything else. Now, you guys also know that I also am on the Masters of the Dungeon with Arvin Elleron, with Askren, and also with Will from Encounter Roleplay. So that's been really fun to be doing that with those guys and to meet them. So hopefully maybe some of us can do some collaboration as well. Maybe they'll come on as well in the future. So the webinars are really fun to do, and I'll continue to do a couple every month. Let's see, website changes I already mentioned. There's going to be a lot of things that's going to be posted on the main page. So the main page you'll be able to scroll down and look at like old articles, and I'm just going to start doing more things with the site. I haven't done a whole lot with it actually in a long time. And so I'm at this crossroads. Do I even need the website, or do I want to keep it? And I like the website. It's been really fun to have, the character sheets and stuff. And I've also wanted to add Fantasy Grounds character sheets on there too. And I've wanted to upgrade with, and update the character selection with all of the new archetypes and stuff, but I just didn't have time. So if anybody wants to help make characters, feel free to reach out to me, and I'll give you credits for whenever I put them up on the site. So lots of changes to the website. There's going to be changes to the Twitch channel and all that good stuff. Now, last but not least, I want to talk about Patron for a couple of minutes as well, because Patron has definitely changed drastically from a standpoint to where I lost a lot of patrons because I canceled games, and that was to be expected, and I knew that was going to happen. So I need to rearrange the goals, and I need to rearrange the pledges. I'm going to add some more giveaways like I've already done. Not only, dice are going to be given away, but Devonite token packs are going to be given away to the patrons every month now. And that's not even including every 3 months with the new gold system. So I try to give back to the community as much as I can, guys. So, and I know a lot of people were complaining about me not doing the giveaways anymore in Twitch. But hey, I think it's only fair to give rewards to the people that support you and also to the community as well that watch you. And that's why I'm doing both for the patrons now and for everyone else in the Twitch channel. So that also takes care of the Twitch subscribers and all of the other viewers that maybe they can't contribute and help, support the stream. So it gets everybody involved, and I'm happy that I can be able to do that now. So I'm going to try to work in some more PDFs, like a PDF every month. Maybe if we get into another level, maybe a small one-page adventure, sort of like the Savage World stuff. But I'll do 5e adventures, and maybe when the new Pathfinder 2nd Edition comes out, maybe I'll do an adventure for that. Maybe I'll do some Starfinder stuff. It just depends. So also, many minds are better than one, and many minds have come together in many different aspects of life. And if you guys have any ideas, please shoot them my way. If there's any, my patrons out there, if you guys have any ideas for goals or pledges, let me know. I'm all ears, and I am always up for change. So if you have any ideas, let me know. Also, there's going to be some cosmetic changes on the patron site. I'm going to be changing all of the, they're not changed now. They need to be changed, but I'm going to be changing both the banners for the little thumbnails for the goals and also for the pledge levels. And like I said, if you want access to the Discord server, all it takes is just a $1 minimum pledge, and you get access to it. But if you can't, if you can't do Patreon, if you can't do any kind of Twitch, hey, you can still join the Discord server. And like I said, the link is down below, and you can chat away. It's always active. I mean, I'm looking at it right now, and people are talking, so that's great. I'm so glad that I opened it up to everybody because with having a small amount of patrons, it's the same people, which is not bad. I mean, we all get along. I've never had a problem with any. I take that back. I had a problem with one patron, but that's in 5 years of doing all of this stuff in the public, in the public eye. I've only had to ban one person. That was about 6-8 months ago. But other than that, man, the community is amazing. So join that Discord link that's in the comment section below. So wow, guys, I've been talking for 37 minutes. This is one of the longest that I've ever done for the Digital Dungeon Master Monthly. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please feel free to like it, share it. Leave me any comments, any feedback. I always reply to everything. I try to. Sometimes things slip by and I don't get notified. If you guys have any ideas for my Patreon page or any ideas for the gold reward system that I've just announced, please feel free to leave that down in the comment section. So I hope you guys enjoy this. I've got tons of other videos. I've got over 2,000 videos on my YouTube channel. Check out all my Starfinder stuff, my D&D 5e stuff. Like I said, I'm going to be much more active now on YouTube. I'm going to start taking advantage of my terrains and my miniatures, and I'm going to start doing how to play D&D 5e and other kinds of games using my miniatures and terrains so you guys can have that to consume. So thanks everybody again for hanging out. I totally appreciate it. You guys are awesome, and I love you guys so much, and you guys are the reason why I continue to do this year after year. So until next time, all you fantasy people and Starfinder people, happy gaming, leave a comment, like it, tell your friends, tell your grandmother, because she'll watch too. See you next time. Bye, everybody.